time, but the fact is that that drug needs to be used with caution. Yeah, most especially in pregnancies, even the lifetime, including me and you.
Okay.
You can easily get a problem following use of gentamicin.
Wow, we already know the causes of hearing loss. So we began with the preconception environment, where I've talked about the mothers who engage in taking of non-food substances that they think they're helping their children, rather destroying the hearing structures. Number two, we talked about the drugs, for example, gentamicin.
Yes, there are many causes, and most especially I will talk about the common causes in Uganda. And one of them would be noise. Being in a noisy environment.
Especially in the city.
Especially in the city. And when you look at our traffic main along the roads, many of them have been tested to be found with a hearing impairment. Why? Because they are exposed to waliwo obwo bufulimbi bwe bakuba buli kiseera emmotoka ziyitawo kibaleetedde obuzibu. Then tulina abaana baffe n'abantu abakulu abambala they called earphones, those pods. Earphones and the pods, those ones we put on and we are posing around. They are actually causing a type of hearing loss that is permanent, that is likely to be corrected expensively, because if somebody was to replace your cochlea, you need around 200 million to replace one, meaning that if there are two, that is 400 million. So that cause of noise is one of the issues. Then we are also having a problem of infections and diseases that would either affect the outer ear or the middle or the inner ear. And such infections like meningitis are the source of one of the causes of hearing impairment.
Okay.
Then we are also looking at trauma, people getting accidents, women fighting with men. They end up destroying their ears, hence causing hearing impairment. Then we have a terrible one that is disturbing the old people. The old people, you know, when you grow old, some of the structures of the body intend to shrink, inclusive the eye and the ear. And usually they don't understand. They come complaining and saying, I can't be able to hear, but you need to take time to explain and tell these people what is happening.
So what I want us to focus now on the three main causes of hearing loss or impairment.
Yes.
Now let's begin with the pods, the hearing pods.
Yes.
For how long can a person be susceptible, be a suspect, be a risk factor of hearing loss? For example, if I used them maybe twice a week, heavily for the whole day, and the person uses them regularly all the time, because now we do online learning, Madam Inidi.
Yes.
We are in modern society.
Yes.
And we are going with the world that's changing. Unless you want to remain backward.
Yes, I know. But you know what has happened, you will find kano kankogere mu Luganda.
Please do.
Abazungu ojja kusanga ng'ataddeko earpod naye ng'ataddeko akantu aka-reducinga ki noise. But for us Africans, when they are sending, bakusindikira, because for us we like copying. You just pick and use. And let me tell you, there is no single day I'm going to tell you that you will say that you have used the earpods and the ears are going to die tomorrow. It's a gradual process. And sometimes you'll never know. You'll only know, for example, you enter in your house, you find a TV on, and people are hearing normally. But because you want to hear like such a program, you tell them, I can't hear. You people, the TV is very low. That means it is a sign now. You are beginning to lose your hearing, but you don't know. Such signs will come. Like, for example, let me tell you, the issue of border borders. Why do you think accidents are happening? Because they drink a lot, they take toxic substances, which affect their ears, and as well as their eyes. The moment they feel, for them, the vehicle which is near they see it as if it is far, and he's trying to move. That's why you see very many accidents are happening. I was in me like saying like, is it possible to test these borders? Why are we keeping quiet? There can be a problem. Okay? So you find that a border who took a poisonous substance, like they like chewing mailungi. It's one of the issues.
Especially the night shift people.
Yes, not only night shift people. When you say border carrying a kavera, you get to know that within kavera there are leaves. You getting me? So
that one also goes back to the ears and destroys.
Yes, those are some of the things that happen.
Okay.
Yes, that's why we normally caution people. You want to use the drug, stop self-medication. Go to the specialized person to prescribe for you. But if you do it the way you want it, then you get issues with your ears.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I also wanted us to focus on the physiological hearing loss for elderly. The one you said is, it's not like maybe, it's not specific and it is due to aging. Even me, I'm at risk of getting it.
Yeah.
By the version that I'm growing old.
Yes.
But I'm still young. Don't you think so?
You were young, but then I will not rule you out from noise-induced hearing loss. Yes.
Can you tell us how the ear shrinks and the hearing?
You'd see the ear has got three parts. We have what we call the outer ear. We have what we call the middle ear. We have what we call the inner ear. And this aging process usually affects the inner ear.
It begins from the softest parts.
Yeah, that's why I say for this person can easily have permanent type of hearing loss, because it goes reducing until this person will say, I can't hear anymore. Yeah. So usually it affects the inner ear.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Ini. Dear viewers, I hope you are enjoying the program with me, because we are talking about one of the major senses that even if you are in love and you do not have hearing, or you are not able to hear, you are at a risk of losing a relationship. And of course, because no one can communicate effectively unless you are hearing properly. For those who are in love, please battle me the call in that regard. So now we want to look into the quick signs and symptoms. How can you tell that Kamara is already having a sign? Yeah,
before I go further, you've had 1 million population of children with hearing impairment. Most especially children who have infections. There is what we call otitis media.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Kuva amasira mu matu. Ebwereyo mugamba nti tata mama yayonsa omwana ennyo. Omwana amata ne gayita mu kutu, which is very wrong. Obuno bulwadde obukwata kutu okwa wakati. Ne kuvaamu kitera okukwata abaana abalina ssenyiga bano abagenda mu ssomero at the age of 5. They reach there, they mix with others, then they get flu, and this flu interferes with the middle ear functions. Emigaso gy'okutu ekya wakati, tulina akaseke akadraining okutu kwa wakati nga kayita wambabega w'ennyindo. Kati bwe kazibikira, okutu kwandibadde nga tekulimu mazzi wakati ne kujjula amazzi. Kati amazzi agajja ne garesolvinga ne gafuuka amasira. Kati ekyo ekintu ky'affectinze nnyo abaana. Abaana ate, that's the most common cause in children. When you see pus coming out of the ear, you take it very serious, you mother, you father who is there. Then how do we get to know that these people have got a hearing impairment?
Before you rush away from the otitis media,
yes,
I want to just focus the presentation of otitis media, that amasira kuva mu matu.
Wow. Because
now our young children are the people, because now it's the largest population that is presenting with hearing impairment.
You're very right. First of all, we have what we call acute otitis media. This one usually starts with a sharp pain. And sometimes the children present with high fever, and they will always time be starting on the ear with caution, and they will overcry, they become irritable, but then when it bursts, the pain goes away, and then pus begins coming.
Flowing.
And when it flows and flows and flows for some time, then we call it chronic otitis media.
So that means it is not responding to drugs?
Yes, sometimes you treat, you see when pus has already formed within the middle ear, and remember the other tube that drains is blocked. So it won't be able to pass through there, so it cannot resolve, then it ends up making its way through what we call the eardrum. And then, as I told you, when it is acute, it is acute. The baby is irritable, very painful, overcrying, refuse to breastfeed, refuse to eat, and then when it bursts, the child relaxes.
Okay.
Then what has happened is that why it becomes chronic and worse, the parents don't take these children for treatment. They want to do self-medication. Some of them bateekamu eddagala ery'ekiddugavu ne bateeka mu kutu. Then when it goes there, it makes another formula. And this formula now invites what? Infection. Then that infection can spread. That's why I told you that sometimes we can develop some diseases which can go direct to the brain and lead to diseases like meningitis. Because, and sometimes you'll find that the infection will go to this bone behind, and behind the ear, and you'll find when the bone is either swollen with an abscess, or the bone itself will have an infection that will be in the pockets. And that infection cannot easily come out.
Okay.
And usually results into a complication.
So does this mean that a person can be at a risk of getting some cancers from unattended otitis media?
What is a cancer? What do you know about a cancer? A cancer is a dead what? Cell. It no longer has oxygen, no longer has blood supply. Therefore, any tissue that can be exposed to such at a certain moment, it can easily turn if it is mismanaged.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Enid. And of course, we're encouraging our viewers to visit our social media platforms, Google Data Vision Uganda, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We are streaming live so that you can put in your questions or your opinions. And we'll come from a short, quick break. We shall discuss more of the signs and symptoms, treatment strategies, and the preventative strategies. See you shortly.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
As you think of a healthy, convenient drink that boosts immunity, lowers blood pressure, or improves blood fat level, Proden Hibiscus drink is the answer. Thrill with joy always at a very affordable price. Place your order now and we will get it delivered. Call or WhatsApp on 0772 494 618. Proden Hibiscus drink, a product of Proden Distribution Company Limited, Nakawa Industrial Area.
Are you a resident of Wakiso, Nansana, Senge, Namusera, Kampala, and other neighboring areas looking for a school with a modern, comprehensive learning environment, qualified and caring teaching staff with a trustworthy support team? Look no further. Take Time Kindergarten and Take Time Junior Schools develop your child's learning capabilities to greater heights in a God-fearing setting. We nurture leadership, responsible citizenry, academic and co-curricular excellence like sport, swimming, and other activities. We offer pick and drop services for our learners in our clean fleet of shuttles. We also have both day and boarding options. Registration is in progress from kindergarten to P7. Contact us via phone or WhatsApp on 0784 448833 or 0743 448833. Find us at Naluvule Senge along Kayunga Kawanda Road. Take time, lead to excel, and excel to leads.
Welcome to Beula Sense. This is the place where we coach you on how to start your own perfume business. With only 400,000, this is what the 400,000 contains. We have 10 display bottles, this. We have 10 oil perfumes in 50 mils, these ones. And then we have 2 dozens of 6 ml bottles, this size, this is 6 ml. And then we have 3 ml bottles, this is the size, 4 dozens, they're in 4 dozens. So this is your package to start up the business. We are also going to take you through how to mix the perfumes, how to measure everything. We are going to mentor you step by step until your business looks like ours. Thank you.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
Welcome once again from break. I want to once again say thank you for watching Good Day Television. And of course, it's always a pleasure for us to have you, especially talk about most important health topics of national importance, and of course celebrating the World Health Days. Just like I've been here reminding you that we have 3 main events this very month. We have World Kidney Day, we have World Oral Health Day, World Hearing Day, and also we are here now to be talking about World Hearing Day. And of course, that's why we're talking about hearing impairment, hearing loss, and is that a risk factor. And of course, now, Madam Ind wanted to tell us about the causes. There's another cause you wanted to give us in Uganda.
I can't even speak Ruchiga. Don't you think they have a Chiga listening?
You use Uganda.
Banange mbadde ngenda bagamba nti abantu abamu bafuba amatu ku lw'okufuna envumbo mu matu, n'envumbo eno ebeera etya mu matu. Mukozesa obusumulizo byammwe by'emmotoka, ne mukozesa covers za pens okwetakula mu matu, ne kulyoka ne kusindika envumbo eri mu kutu munda muli, kati n'ojja ng'ogamba nze sisobodde kuwulira naye nga kivudde ku nvumbo. Abaana ne bateekamu ebintu mu matu, bateekamu beads, ne bateekamu mubasiba enviiri, ne basitula ebintu basibisa enviiri ne babisindika mu matu. Abantu abaliwo black seeds, ezo seeds ziriko black and red very commonly. Abaana basindika mu matu lwaki? Bo baba baagala kulaba okutu kuno na kuno mulimu ekuba eriyitamu, ekisembayo ne batyoka ne babisindika mu matu, ne balyoka ne bafuna obuzibu obutawulira obulungi. Some people outside there, you get wax in the ear. It's normal. But when you're bathing at times, you bathe and then you go to hear that your ear is blocked. When water gets into your ear, it softens the wax pushes inside towards the eardrum. Then that one causes what? Hearing loss. Those are some of the things I wanted to talk about because they are common and sometimes we get onto people, but they don't understand where to go. And we are insisting that the hearing organ is very important. You take it to a person who doesn't know, he destroys it. Then you come crying to us. That's why we are saying, please, look for us. Very important for you.
Hearing and the ear with Madam Enid has become indeed a hearing impairment or ROSES. Now, let's look into the quick signs and symptoms that can tell for persons who have gotten this very problem, both the ROS and the impairment at the same time.
Yes, I want to start from somewhere. One of these that I want to talk about is nti obeera n'omwana ewaka n'otandika okumukuba empi kubanga omutumye tagenze oba ky'omutumye aleesemu ekirala lwaki kubanga tawulira kati gwe nannyini mwana tomutegedde okuba bukubi, you just hitting the head. The child is stupid, the child does not listen, kumbe the child has got a problem. That is in the home situation. Then when it goes to school, children have suffered in class. You will find that a teacher is beating a child in class because this child, you know what happens? The teacher will ask for a question. The child will not hear. Other people will put up their hands. Then the child will remember that the teacher was saying something and will put up the hand. Then the teacher will call this child stubborn and will come to hit. You getting me?
I'm understanding the scenario.
Yes. So these children suffer both at home and in class. And what happens? How will you get to know? My child has been performing well, is now performing poorly. Why? Because he's no longer understanding what the teacher is teaching. Then some of them, accidents. A child is crossing the road because he's not hearing anything. Yes. And then sometimes you'll find a child is saying, echoing all the time. You will say, bring me this. After some time, you'll say, Then you get to know that, for us, we get to know. But for the parents, say, the child is stubborn. Then I told you, when you are a big person, you've come out of office, then you go to reach home, how will people tell? The children will laugh and say, they normally call us Kazende. Kazende doesn't hear. Why? Because you entered in the house, you told them to increase the volume of the TV. But when other people are hearing, okay? And poor performance at place of work, performing poorly, because you are not able to hear what other people are telling you. So you'll be doing the opposite of what other people are trying to communicate.
Okay.
Also breakdown in communication. Somebody is telling you this, for you are getting the
other
opposite.
one.
So people will begin to doubt and say, sometimes you'll find somebody is trying to turn the ear that he feels hears best, because the other ear is affected. Then sometimes you see, omuntu bwoba oyogera kati nga gwe kati bwontunulira kati nyinza okugamba nti olina hearing what? Kubanga aba akulaba atunira omumwa toyagala kyakola ki?
They got their lips moving.
Yes, we call it lip reading.
Lip reading.
Yes, he's trying to, if it is your girlfriend and she doesn't want you to know that she doesn't hear, she would pay attention as
How
if
wrong would
she's
that
really
be? I thought paying attention actually is very good. But it's very, very important for us to know these hidden signs and symptoms, just like she was explaining them. The simple issues at home. For example, if you reached home and, for example, right now people are watching TV and for you not able to listen or hear very well, then you ask them to increase the volume. And also lip reading and also using one ear, and all those could tell that you have hearing loss, and this could risk you to hearing impairment. But what is the difference between hearing loss and impairment?
I think these are two, actually, it is the same word. But for the loss, maybe, what could I say? Ekigambo kyekimu. lwakuba ekimu okugamba hearing is impaired and hearing is lost. Sometimes it is partially lost, sometimes it is completely lost. So if it is completely lost, it has grades still. Yes? When it is a hearing loss, it has grades. Because for somebody to hear well, actually, you don't need to shout. But sometimes you can find a person who has got a hearing impairment and is talking at a very high volume. Like we'll be on phone and people are communicating normally, but you will see that for this person is actually shouting.
He's using a lot of energy.
Yes. And even people around will say, people will even laugh because they don't know. Then there is one who will come to whisper to you. It is another type. The other one who shouts, the impairment, the loss is within the inner ear. What I termed as the cochlea.
The one who shouts.
Yes. There is a problem within. Then the one who speaks on a low voice is having a temporary type of hearing loss. That one is speaking slowly because he feels if he shouts it may cause him pain. Or would think that, oh, I am over talking too much. But the other one who is shouting is trying to talk so that he can be able to hear himself.
Okay.
Which is impossible. He's trying to talk so loud. He feels he's not speaking.
Okay.
So you can be able to tell and say, Mr. Kamara is shouting, what has happened? Yes. Oh, Mr. Kamara is getting closer to me. Must be the ear is filled with wax. Then we need to check and see.
Okay. Now, there is something I wanted us to talk about before we go to the management and whatsoever. The cleaning of the ears, hygiene for ears.
Wow, that is a very wonderful thing. Cleaning of the ears, God made it easy. That the
you
ear
can even
cleans.
speak the how to clean the ear in Uganda.
I am going to speak about it. Let me first tell you, people force things. How many times have you put a stick in your nose?
I don't. In the nose?
Yes.
To do what?
How many times have you done it to the eyes?
No.
You have not. Okay. Then why do you do it to the ear?
I don't put there the sticks.
By God's creation, for you don't, because maybe you know. But even the educated ones, they use their keys to clean the ear. The moment you teach yourself to using sharp instruments in your ears, you're causing many problems. First of all, you even don't know what's the distance from the entrance of the ear to the eardrum. That is number one. Two, you are disturbing the normal flora. Otawanya akabubi kokutu. N'ebiti byo n'okattakula ne kaleeta omusaayi. Kati ekigenda okuvamu ogenda okulya ng'okutu kujjudde amasira n'amabwa. Kati ffe ky'ombuuziza kiri bwe kiti. How do you clean your ear? Okutuuko okukilininga otya. Njagala ontunulire bulungi. Kale abali eyo muntunulire obulungi. Mbasomese bw'osobola cleaninga okutuuko nga tolina buzibu bwonna. Bw'obanga tolinga abawala bano abalina enjala empanvu ezisobola okuleeta obuzibu. Usually osobola kozesa akagalo kano akasembayo ng'omaze okunaaba bulungi. Osobola okukayisa wano oba omaze okukilininga obukyafu obuli wano. Bwe kiba kiganye kozesa akagoyi k'otaddemu otuzzi. Osobola okukilininga wano n'okutuuka okwebweru wano. Naye tokkirizibwa kuteeka ekintu kyonna where they call an ear canal. You are not supposed. We aren't against it. We don't want you to use these things you buy from the supermarket.
Earpieces.
They are called earpieces. They are called what? Earbuds.
Earbuds.
Yes. Please.
Earpads, buds.
But are they called buds? These ones which are sold in the supermarket.
They're like sticks with pads on top.
Some people take it as something like very special, and you'll find them. You'll find it in their menu at home on the table, and they must show you that for them they can clean.
You can explain it.
Exactly there. That is very wrong.
You push the wax inside.
You are pushing the wax from where it is normal, where it is doing its work. You are sending it close to the eardrum. And when it reaches close to the eardrum, it can't be able to come out. We must do a procedure.
So talk about that ear pad.
Yes, that ear pad, those of you who have it, please, can you bring it for me at your Hams Mulago? And I keep it for you in one of our stores, because we actually don't want. When I talk of your Hams Mulago, I mean to the ENT department, ENT office, ENT school, then you can come and we teach you more. You can call us in the public, we come and sensitize you. We can be called in city council, presses, and we talk about it. It is very wrong to use anything within your ear canal. It is not allowed.
Okay.
Yes. We put a no.
That's good. So we finished the cleaning of the ears. There is no special detergent, no specific soap.
Actually, there are some ears that do itch. And you find,
yes,
like today I got a gentleman all the way from
Ngoma district.
Yes, and this gentleman had a problem with scratching the ears and had already had problems with it. When I talked of it, he said, you are very right. My car key is the one that works on my ear. I talked to him and I told him, and he accepted. And he said, from today, I'll never. When the ears are itching, please hold your ears and shake, and that is it. When it is extra itching, please contact us. We shall be able to advise you.
So when the inner ear is itching, you hold them.
Oh, the inner ear, no. What is itching is the outer ear.
Okay.
That is the canal, please.
Okay.
Yes. I
thought the itching is inside.
Nedda.
Okay.
Let's talk
about the treatment modalities that are available to our listeners and how they can access quite a treatment. Are there injections, drugs, are people operated, and all that much, so that we can see how best to conclude this program?
Obviously, depending on what... are you asking about treatment for hearing impairment, treatment for ear infections?
Ear infections first, then later hearing loss and impairment.
Yeah, I would say I've already said that if you have an infection of the ear, please come and visit the consultants. There are people who have specialized in ear, nose and throat problems. Usually when there is past discharge, bring the child to the hospital. We shall be able to clean the ear by ourselves, and we shall be able to give you medications. And we shall tell you that if anybody has got an infection in the ear, usually what we do, make sure water doesn't enter the ear during bathing. If you are a swimmer, we say, bw'oba tolina swimming gadgets, tugenda mazi. Kubanga amazi bwe gayingira mu kutu, gakola bintu birala, ebimera ebirala, ebireeta another infection. Ne infection bw'ebaamu tewona, esigala ekula bukuzi. Kakati, ekyo gwe kikutuukako, please, look for us. We are there for you. We shall be able to help.
Okay.
Then, waliwo abantu abalina obufulimbi mu matu. Nakyo kintu kimu ng'omuntu olina envumbo mu kutu, oyinza okufuna obufulimbi nga bukugaana n'okwebaka. Kati abantu abo nabo tubagamba bannange mujje tubakebera amatu tubagambe n'ekyokukola. Kubanga omuntu ayinza ekiro kyo n'obuteebaka kulwakantu ako. Waliwo abantu abafuna akamunguluze n'agenda ku kitanda okwebaka, ekitanda ne kyetooloola, oba ye mwenyini agenda okulaba ensi ekola ki?
Ng'etoloola.
ate ekintu ekyo kiri very dangerous. I warn some people have gotten issues kubanga bw'azuukuka mu buliri afa kyagasituka n'azuukuka oluvannyuma n'agwa wansi tomanya trauma gy'afunawo awo. So we normally advise them that when you wake up, sit on your bed, turn, and first wait. Get the balance. Because ekyo kiba kitegeeza nti waluuzinze eki? Balance. Kali akacontrollinga balance eri mu inner ear kafunyemu obuzibu kati olina okubeera wegendereza. Kati abantu abafuna wax impaction okufuna evumbo ng'eri mu matu era bwe tumala obakebera ne tubagamba soften the wax ne tukugamba komawo. Kati bw'ojja ffe tulina procedure gye tukola ne tukugyamu envumbo n'otambula n'oddayo bulungi.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Madam Inindi Mugume, the Head of Department for Ear, Nose and Throat at Uganda Institute of Allied Health and Management Sciences, Murago. When are the clinic days so that people can come for free services?
Yeah, as Your Harms Murago Institute of Allied Health, we opened up a clinic for those simple cases. Yeah, like people have diseases of the nose, the ear, the throat, from Monday to Friday.
It runs every day?
Yes, but it starts from 10 and stops at 4 o'clock.
10 to 4 o'clock?
Yes.
Every day?
Yes, but Murago Hospital still, Murago Hospital runs a clinic from Monday to Friday, but with special days. And for Murago Hospital, special days, Monday is for head and neck, Tuesday is for children below the age of 13, and Wednesday is ear, only the ear issues for adults. Thursday is for the nose, and Friday they have their general clinic, and they run a clinic in New Murago on 5th floor. But they have again opened a clinic in Old Murago opposite Dental Clinic.
Okay.
So there are 2 clinics now. Yes, that is for Murago Hospital. But for Your Harms, we have our clinic, obviously for teaching, and it is open Monday to Friday from 10 to 4 p.m.
Okay. Wow, excellent. Should there be any person with a question that needs a special consultation, you could give out your number so that we can see how best to conclude the program. Okay.
Those who need my number, obviously when you are calling, you call at the right time, 0772 91 9454. I have only one number, and that is what is on WhatsApp. Please text me when it is concerning ear and hearing issues, and maybe the nose and the throat issues. And possibly you can also text me, because right now we are in the days of
digital era.
Digital era, yes. And we are, by the way, I needed to tell you this, that applications are going on at Your Harms for different courses, including ear, nose, and throat.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Inindi Mugume. I want to thank you for your expertise. And of course, since we began at 8 p.m., and of course, it's coming close to 9 p.m., I want to thank you, dear viewers. Thank you for watching Good Day Television. Just like I often want to tell you, this is where your health begins from, because we strategize on high specialists to come here and teach you so that you can learn from them. Monday, always every Wednesday. And of course, this program is always there on our social media platforms. Feel free to go there and listen and share to more 5 friends of yours. I want to thank you. I hope I can see you next week on Wednesday. By God's grace. See you.
I'm not saying bye to my people.
Good Day TV, transforming your life.
Light of the world, you step down into darkness.
If you give the Holy Spirit half a chance,